Hello, in this video I'll be sharing with you very powerful trading strategy. It's a scalping pattern. As you know, what we do on this channel is where we scalp the financial market. So I'll be sharing with you a very powerful and effective scalping strategy. This is specifically for trading the boom and crash market. So I'll be running you through the setting of the indicators and how exactly you can use this strategy to find your trading entry. This is a scalping pattern, so you'll be holding the trade for 5 to 30 minutes, highest 1 hour, and you are out of the trade. Alright, so here is the setup for the indicator. The first is our moving average. The period is 10, shift is 0, the method is exponential, and you apply it to close. And the next one is our MACD. The fast EMA is 12, slow EMA is 26, MACD SMA is 9. You apply it to close. Okay, if you come to main, the color is red. Then you see our signal. On the signal, you change the signal line to the color of your background. So we don't need the signal. And then we have our relative strength index. Period is 9, apply to close. You can see here are the levels 20, 80, 90, 10, and 50. Then as for the RSI line, you change it to the color of your background, which mine is white. So if yours is black, kindly change that color to black. And if you have done everything perfectly well, this is how your chart will be looking like. So first, I'll be explaining to you how to use these indicators, and then secondly, how to apply it. Now first, we'll begin with looking at the market. So when you look at this, the first thing is for you to determine the trend of the market. And of course, if you look at this momentum, you will realize that this price has a bullish momentum. Now there is nothing to cram. All you need to know is for you to understand how exactly price behave. So you can see that they are bullish. You can see this bullish candle, bullish candle, bullish candle, bullish candle. So this signal to us that we are in a bull market. All right. Earlier on this side, we're having series of bearish candle, which shows that the bears or the sellers are in full control. So in this scenario, we are seeing that buyers, which are the bulls, are in control of the market. So we quickly establish our trend on a H4 time frame, and then we'll come to our MACD. Our MACD histogram line. So this red vertical line you are seeing is what I refer to as our MACD histogram line. So this MACD histogram line tells us the momentum of the market. Momentum simply means the strength of the market participant as at that time. So when we look at this, we see typical momentum of the price in the market. Let's look at the previous momentum. You can see that before now, this has been coming down. You will see that previously it was at the upside, right? I'm referring to what is happening here. If you look at that zone, price has been trending above the zero. Now, if you look at this number here, you realize that there is a number here, 0.00. Now, that is the level when the momentum crosses to the upside of the zero, which is the histogram line. It becomes a bullish momentum, and when it crosses to the downside, it becomes a bearish momentum. Okay, when it crosses to the downside, is a bearish momentum, and when it crosses to the upside, is a bullish momentum. So that is just how you can take advantage of that. Okay, let me delete this 50 level of the RSI so it doesn't get us confused. Now perfect. So you can see now at this zero level, price has been down previously. Then on reaching this zone here, price shift. Can see the zero here. Yeah, So you can see where price shift from. So price has shift momentum to the upside. So with this momentum, it is established that we are in an uptrend. So this momentum signals the strength of whoever is in control. So now that we know that we are in an uptrend and we have a bullish momentum, what do? We move to our 15-minute time frame. So our 15-minute time frame is where we will be taking our entry from. So on our 15-minute time frame, this is the condition that we want to see. First, we want to be patient enough. We want to see price pull back. Yes, we want to see price pull back. And what type of pullback do we want to see? Look at here. We want to see the MACD histogram line pull back to around the zone of our 10 and 20. So let this MACD histogram pull back to our zone of 10 and 20. So you can see this pullback here. It has pulled back. You can see the histogram line all the way to our zone of 10 and 20, right? So immediately we spot this, it simply means that we are at the end of this retracement and the momentum continue to the upside. Remember, it is a bullish momentum. It's a bullish market. So once we get this pullback into this zone of 20 and 10, which shows to us that we are end of a pullback, then we'll move to our main chart. So on our main chart, we want to see a bullish pressure. What bullish pressure do we want to see? We want to see the bulls now come back into the market and then give us a bullish signal. Let the price close above this EMA, exponential moving average 10. So this moving average you are seeing now is a moving average 10. So you can see now I allow the price to move first candle, second candle, and then it closes above this moving average. So immediately price close above this moving average, I go long, which means I log in my buy trade. So I bought here, and of course you can see where my stop loss is. My stop loss is below this particular low. Now additional confirmation to this is that if you look at this price is giving us a lower low, right? And if you look at our indicator window is obviously giving us a higher low. Can you see this? So what it means is that this is a typical divergence scenario. So this divergence become extra confirmation for us, telling us that, oh, we are actually at the end of this particular pullback that happened, and there is a momentum for price to pull to the upside. So you can hold these trades. It's a scalping strategy, and that is what we do basically on this channel. So you can hold this trade for 15 minutes, for 20 minutes, for 30 minutes, depending on your risk appetite and depending on what suits you. All you need to do is ensure that all the criteria are being met. Then you go in with your trading condition. Now, this MACD histogram line on this particular time frame, once this MACD histogram line crosses above this my level of 0 here, if the histogram begins to form above it, that becomes my second entry for this particular trade. All right, so this is how you can take advantage of this particular scalping strategy. Very powerful. Let's look at another asset. This is strictly for boom and crash. So let's look at our H4 time frame where we determine the momentum. All right, so in this case, this is boom 500, and if you look at this, momentum is at the upside. This is a bullish trend. It's more or less ranging, but when we look at our histogram line of the MACD, is above the 0 line. So momentum is at the upside. But when we look at our 1 hour, we can see that momentum is a bit at the downside, but we want to work with the 4 hour, which is very, very effective for us. So let's look at crash. Okay, this is crash. 1000. On crash 1000 we have a bullish momentum. So crash 1000 is telling us that we are having a buying market. And let's look at how do we get a buy entry. This is beautiful. Now let me explain this. So you see that this is what crash 1000 is saying on a H4, that will have a bullish momentum. But for us to buy, we need a MACD histogram line to come all the way to this zone before we can find a buy entry and buy to the upside. And by then, price would have dropped to some extent before we are finding this entry. And that is why it is very, very effective strategy for us to lose. Because imagine, if you are buying now, you can be a victim of the drop. Because this is a buying pressure, we are seeing bullish momentum, so we won't be selling. All we want to do is that we want to buy. So for us to buy, we'll be patient for price to drop a little, then we buy, and then this will also happen. And that is why this strategy is very, very effective. So you go back to your chart, back test it. I want to hear from you in the comment section, and please don't forget to give this video a like. Please like, share, subscribe, turn on your notification bell. Okay, you can see this now. This is as well a bullish momentum. Yeah, the momentum is bullish. So let's look at our 15-minute time frame. Okay, this is 15-minute time frame, and we have missed this entry. So our entry was supposed to be around this zone. Already price is at this upside, so if we must buy, price has to come down first before we find our buy entry. So this strategy is very, very powerful and effective. This is boom 900. Let's look at what the momentum is. Alright, on boom 900, you can see that momentum has crossed to the upside. So this is a bullish momentum. It's a buy trade. And let's look at our 15-minute time frame. Okay, this is 15-minute time frame. So what will happen for us to buy is for us to wait again for price to come all the way down. And that will not happen any moment soon. So we got to be patient to see all of that happen. So thank you for watching this video, and I think we have a trade earlier taking on crash 500. Yes, crash 500. So you can see how this trade is playing out. All right, so thank you. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first to get notified when we upload our next video.